Hello there, guys. What is going on? I can't believe it's still the same day. It's still Sunday, the 13th. I made a video previously, and now it is 9 minutes to the market open. Yeah, I don't trade the Asian session. This is just looking at the pairs, trying to see what's gonna, what might happen. So I don't know how many times I tried this one. This is now about probably I can count 3 or 4 times. The last time I did it was with no microphone, so now I have to do the whole thing over again. Starting off here with the Aussie versus New Zealand dollar. Looking at just continuing the trend here. So looking for pullbacks onto the trend line and then further up. Going down to the lower time frame here, 1 hourly, maybe trying to find a manipulation here on the 36 or on the trend line. So looking for prices to firstly come down here. Now a lot of the times it just shoots up from here without without me on board here, but that's just I have to follow some sort of strategy. I'm not just going to be buying the price there. So just once again here on the 4 hourly, looking for a pullback first before moving higher on the trend. Can't really go against the trend here until you get a move further down. So long is the way for me on that one. The euro versus the yen. um Yeah, I'm looking to buy this pair. Yeah, looking to buy it at a better price here, looking for pullbacks. You can see I'm just drawing a trend line here on the daily. This is now prices on the 36 EMA, which is our trend following EMA. So it's higher risk to buy it here. I would like to try and wait until prices gets down to the trend line and then buy. Let me just show you on the classic chart here why. Yeah, previously we had this high. Just have a look at this. This is a high up there. And this year, these traders here are the ones who actually put in this new high. Yeah. And then prices came down. And if you have a look here, prices were unable to take out the traders that put in the new high here. Hope that makes some sense. So that's the reason here I'm not really looking at the shorting yet. Now this is just in answering a one of the members' questions. So one of the members, quite a good trader, good technical analyst, he's looking to short this, and I can see why. It looks like your trend coming down, but the reason here, the same as with this one. These are the guys here who puts in that high on top there. Prices comes down, makes as if it's a trend, but are as yet still unable to take them out. If they do, if they are able to take this out, yeah, and then correct up there with a little bit of a better price, then I would consider, trying to get in on the shorts there. But for now, the idea is going to remain long, like I have it here on the Heikinashi charts. So looking for prices to come down and then up again. And the euro versus the dollar. What I'm doing here, guys, is looking at the standard pairs and guest pairs. Um, my standard pairs are the euro versus the US dollar, GBP versus the dollar, and then GBP versus JPY. These are my my standard pairs. Yeah, I always trade them. I always look at them, yeah, to trade them for the following week. And then I would have like my guest pairs, and then that is just me choosing what I think is going to be good or enough volatility for the next week. So for the euro versus the dollar here, the plan for me is to wait for prices to get down to the trend line there. This is like a channel. Equidistant channel is the name of this indicator. So you draw the lines here, then it just becomes like a parallel thing here. So we have tops, and then all of these tops are lower, and then it's coming down. So at this area is where I'll be looking to buy if I get an opportunity. Or to have a look at the price action and see if we are more likely to go short. Looking on the classic chart here, this is now the same chart. It's the euro dollar just on normal candlesticks. We have the same channel, and I'm looking to buy it around about, in this area, 120, 120, 50, somewhere around in that area. Yeah, unless it just crashes through. Excuse me. Then the cable, this is another one of the standard pairs. Um, yeah, so here we also have the range that we've been looking at last week. Um, yeah, just looking at playing it inside the range. If we get a setup in this area, and this here is where I would want to buy. Unless we see price action really crashing through there to go to the short side. Then we have the pound versus the yen. This is just also going up here, but now we are stuck inside this wedge. Um, I'll be looking for manipulations on either side. So you see, I won't be able to tell you what I'm going to do here until I see the price action. But what I can tell you is that this wedge is important once it breaks out of this. This was a false break and then it went up. So we need to just have a closer look on the lower time frames there when we get there. What is happening at this area? Yeah, this year could be a whole manipulation and then to go long, or it could carry down short. We need to watch this one closely for next week. The euro versus the pound, these are all guessed pairs. Again, we have a nice range, so I'll be looking probably to place buy orders up here, and then targeting this year stops below here would be fine. Yeah, it all depends on the setup, and it all depends whether I see a setup. If we look at what has happened here as a clue in the past on the trigger, like our trigger chart is here, what has happened? How did you get this entry? Yeah, so you can easily use one of these entries here. The prices breaks through, so you are looking for buying opportunities anytime up here. Here you can see this is something we call the last kiss. Prices goes up, comes back down, kisses the trend line, and then off we go again. Or you can be looking at this using a Fibonacci, and we can see here prices goes up from this point here, and then it hits a Fibonacci 161.8, and off we go. Yeah, so there's many different ways of playing this, but the thing to note is that you need to identify the area that you are looking for your setup. So prices comes down to this blue line here, which you've drawn on your chart. Yeah, so now prices are back here again. So if you look at the 15-minute here, what are prices doing? So down here, there, you could try going for the long. This is a 78.6 here. I like the the odds here, the chances that it might break through here. 78.6 from here. These are the guys that are trying to push through the trend line. Are they strong enough to push through the trend line? If you're aggressive, you can just buy on 78.6 if your strategy allows. And then we have the euro versus the New Zealand dollar. Again, we have prices hitting the tops here. You could just watch for price action again. What has happened in the past year? How did it do it? It just made some double tops there. This wasn't a very easy entry. What you could have done is it's moving up there. When it moves as fast as this, usually prices wants to come back down. Yeah, that's a nice little tip for you there. Um, Euro New Zealand, that's the Euro New Zealand. You see how fast prices are coming down, and then prices just goes back up again. Prices are going up, so we are looking for prices to come back down. There, the market is just open for us now, and it gapped to the lower side. Let's have a look at that New Zealand dollar here. So this one, remember, yeah. So I said it's going to go further up, but it's actually coming down to where we want to enter. You see this? This is my trend line there. It's come down a lot though. So now we can start looking in this area for the potential buying opportunities. Euro versus the yen. What do I have here? Let's just have a look here. I have my Telegram thing that has just fired a first notification there. I'm testing out this Telegram system where I going to have live signals from one of my accounts posted. So I'm just testing that, and it's just come up there now. So where were we? We were at the euro. Yeah, it's still come. Yeah, it's come all the way down. So this 78.6 doesn't look like it's gonna hold now. So let's watch and see what happens here. There's the bounce that we wanted. Um, let's have a look at the 4 hourly. Yeah, so this is a good area to like bounce in. So usually you could just place your orders. The thing is that during the Asian session, I'm not actually taking any trades there. What is the See, the spreads are very big here on this broker during this particular time also. So if I buy it now, the price is only going to be filled in somewhere up there. So I'll already be -9 pips there. So it's not a good idea to buy it during the Asian session, or yeah, selling during the high spread moments are fine. Euro New Zealand dollar. Let's see, I was looking to go short up here, and yeah, so prices are actually coming short now. Let's have a look here. 15. Yeah, it could be just a manipulation again. If you look at the spreads here, it's going to be, look at that 10 pips spread there. It's just too much for my liking. But the idea here was to go short. I'm going to have to watch this and see if we get any sort of setups to go short, maybe after manipulation on the top. The CAD, this one is going the other way. I wanted to go short. Let's have a look at this one on the lower time frame. Yeah, I wanted to go short, but now it's just hit this here. Yeah, this would have been a very nice little short there. Yeah, hits the 127 and then crashes down. Yeah, still looking to go short somehow here, maybe after a manipulation instead there. And then there looks like this is the last two. Looking for a uh, carry on the of this trend going short for me on the pound versus the Swiss franc there on the lower time frame. Yeah, I'm going to revisit this during the London session and the Asian and the US session tomorrow. Then the last pair here, another equidistant channel here. I'll look for prices to get down to this lower barrier here, the support level, before trying to buy. So that that is it, guys. Yeah, so I'll see you during the week. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.